And then, sometimes, many visits later, I find them sitting at a table or around a fire, talking among themselves. More often, one of the manongs is by himself, squatting outside the bunkhouse, staring into the hills, and he starts to talk, usually in whispers. There's nothing to it after a while, he says. There is no thinking, he says. And he doesn't look my way. He doesn't take his eyes off the hills or the road behind it or the sea behind the road, behind the hill for that matter. He goes on to answer a question I haven't even begun to ask. One day, I will want to know what runs through their minds when they are in the fields. He tells me there was a time when he first arrived, he had to be careful, deliberate. He had to look real hard at the lettuce, comparing the first one he cut to the next, making sure he got the whole head. Another manong says, it doesn't take more than a week to stop thinking about what you're doing. Your body just carries on without you and your mind heads out on its own. Another man says he remembers the faces he left behind. He says he names them quietly with every hack of the knife so it becomes a kind of silent song, even his enemies. He'll sing their names too. And another manong dreams how happy his sister and father will be to see him again, how he'll build his family a big house in the barrio and buy so many fat pigs and goats and cows. He'll feed all the children. You caught me lying again. The men, when they're in the fields, are thinking of sleep. Or they're thinking of an uncle who mocked them the day before they left the village. No. They're thinking of slitting the foreman's neck. They're thinking of hanging themselves from a tree. They're thinking of swimming in the ocean, tasting the water's salt, which is different from the spicy, muddy salt of their own heads and armpits. They are thinking of swimming all the way back home. They are thinking no one will remember their names. They are thinking of changing their names anyway. Edison is a good name. They are thinking of going back to another province and finding a wife who will call them Edison, a famous name, as if a name could change a face, sun-baked. The name of the kite maker is Cinti, as in Vicente. No one weeps anymore. That is my last lie.